Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we took on Blaine and won. You may be wondering why we're still inside the gym. Well, after beating Blaine, the moment you step out... Huh? Hey, if it isn't Red! Look, it's me, Bill. Long time no see. I hope you're still using my PC system. Well, listen, since we meet up here, how about spending some time with me? There's this little island in the far south called One Island. A friend invited me, so I'm on my way out there. How about it? Do you feel like coming with me? Sure. Alright then, let's go. Looks like my pal's boat arrived, too. He sent it specially here to Cinnabar to pick me up. Here we are. This is One Island. There are several islands around here, and this is one of them. My friend and Celio, or Celio, I think that's how you say it, Celio, sent the boat to fetch me here. He's in charge of the island's PC network while I is lonesome. Why I am telling you this now? Let's just go see Celio. Hey there, Celio! Bill! I can't believe you came out here. Well, absolutely. How's your research coming along? Oh, wait a second. Red, this is my buddy Celio. He is one dedicated PC maniac. Celio, this is Red, a rising contender as the Pokémon champ. That's really impressive. I hate to say it, but I have zero aptitude for battling. Anyway, I'm glad to meet you. So what brings me up? So bring me up to speed. How's your machine running? It's running fine, but we are too remote out here. The PCs on this island just can't link with your PCs, Bill. Oh yeah? Okay, let me take a look-see. Hang on here. I think we can make it work. Let me help you, okay? Red, can I get you to wait for me for just a bit? Actually, can I get you to do me a favor? The island next to this one's called Two Island. There's a guy there that runs a game corner. He has this thing for rare rocks and gems. We keep in touch, being fellow maniacs. So, can I get you to deliver this meteorite to him? Red, if you're going to Two Island, please take this. It's a pass for the ferry service serving the local islands. It will let you travel between the island 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and you should have this too. I'll catch you later. Say hi to the guy for me. So yes, we're in a completely new location. This location did not exist in the original red, blue, green, and yellow. Being the Sevil Islands. A pass for ferries between 1, 2, and 3. We currently only have access to the first 3 islands. And we get a meteorite. A meteorite that fell from space onto Mount Moon long ago. It is very lumpy and hard. How about we try this like this? I'm sorry for taking up so much of Bill's time. I am also sorry for being such a poor host on your visit here. I wish I could trade Pokemon with my boyfriend who lives far away. Oh, you're a stranger here. Hi. Where did you come from? Palatown? I don't know it. On this island, there's an enormous volcano. It hasn't erupted lately, so why not enjoy a hike? So yeah, so this is the Sevil Islands. We'll be able to do more with these islands later on. But let's take a chance and explore these islands. Now, these islands actually have a little bit of interesting history, which I do want to go over at some point. Hi, sightseeing, aren't you? Isn't the warm climate here great? Here we are on an island smack in the middle of nowhere. We are lucky to have an upstanding young man like Celio here. My granddaughter was in a itsy over Celio's friend. Something about a famous Pokemaniac? I'm not sure what that means, but Celio is quite the man. Young people all want to go off to the big cities, but I want to stay here forever. One island, friends gather at Knott's Island. On sunny days, I step out and gaze upon the volcano. That's my daily routine. Let me think, when was the last time Mount Ember erupted? So the Sevil Islands, if I'm not mistaken, is based on a group of islands that is off the coast of Japan. Specifically of the actual Kanto region of Japan. Let me see who I want for this fight. I'm beginning to get a sunburn. Abigail would like the battle. So yeah, so these are based off islands I believe that are actually off the coast of Japan near Kanto. But what makes these islands interesting is that these islands were actually originally planned to be in the original Gen 1 games. So they were supposed to be in red, blue, green, and yellow. However, I believe due to both memory constraints and time restraints, these islands were never added in red, blue, and green. And then subsequently, were not added into yellow. Because remember, the Game Boy back then had very little memory. But these islands were originally planned to be in those games, and you would have gone to these islands actually at this point in the game after beating Blaine. Basically act as like a stopgap and to give you a break between this gym, between beating Blaine, and give you a rest before going to the final gym. So basically you would have things to do, more Pokemon to discover, and also some Pokemon would have been a lot more easier to find on these islands compared to the mainland. But yeah, due to both time constraints and memory limitations, these islands could never have been added. As a matter of fact, it was actually thanks to Iwata that these islands got added in the remakes, because when they were remaking FireRed and Leaf Green, Iwata basically went up to the team and be like, you know, make these proper remakes. Don't make this basically a port of the Game Boy games just with prettier graphics. And so the Pokemon team Game Freak went through their old files and whatnot of their original game and found the Sevil Islands concept, which they used to build in the remake. And for Screw the 44. Oh, you are so awful. yeah, this is how the Seven Islands got put into the remake. And so yeah, and also that's what the Orange Islands were based off of. By the way, I like that cap you have. Maybe I should wear one too. Because when they were doing the anime, at some point the anime team got access to some old concept and whatnot for the first game. And learned of the Sevil Islands, which that's how they eventually implement them into the anime. Kindle Road. Whoops. Go straight for Mount Ember. So yeah, so they eventually went through the idea and greatly expand after the anime for having it be much more islands than the 7. My lunch fills us up, so will you battle us for some exercise? Picnicker Kara. Yeah, they would use that concept that they couldn't use for the Game Boy games to create the Orange Islands for the second season of the anime. Basically, as the anime's team of being able to have episodes, basically sort of a filler, while they were waiting for the Generation 2 games to be made, so that way they could actually make the Generation 2 anime. Yeah, that's how the Orange Islands came to be. So, yeah, this was something that was originally meant to be in the original games, but just couldn't. And honestly, I prefer the Orange Islands because, again, Orange Islands, the Sevil Islands, because again, it does give you a decent break between gyms. Not to mention a good place to grind for experience. Before taking on the final gym in the game. That made me all sweaty. What should I do? I feel famished again. Also gonna see these rocks all over the place. Ooh, Ponyta. We want to capture one, not just for the Pokédex, but also if you remember back at Cinnabar, there was an NPC that wanted a Ponyta. Which is good, because this is the earliest possible moment you could actually find a Ponyta. Where ordinarily you would not be able to find one until Victory Road. Its body is light and its legs are incredibly powerful. It can clear Aura's Rock in one leap. What the heck is Aura's Rock? I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never heard of that place. Is that like some sort of landmark in Japan or something that I'm not aware of? You can find a few Pokemon here. If you are planning to use the Rapidash the Ponyta line, I would highly recommend you look around this grass, because you can actually find Rapidash. It's like, I think, a 10 or 5% encounter. I forget what exactly its encounter rate is, but you can find the evolution. And pretty much use the evolution right away. As a matter of fact, it will be much higher level than any of the Ponytas you can find. You know, everything tastes great when you are out in the wild. Camper Bruce would like to battle. Ah, poison point. So fun and dumb that poison point activates despite me using a special move. Because just to remind you, Electric Thunder Punch was still considered a special move back in Generation 3. It wasn't considered physical. And Poison Point is supposed to activate on physical moves. Ah, blown. Nice, cured from poisoning. The water in the volcanic regions is delicious. I've never tried volcanic water, so I'll take the benefit of the doubt. See rocks here, but we can't smash them yet. There isn't a day in which we don't train. We'll actually probably end after this battle. Crush Girl, Crush Girl? Really? That's what you would call a female fighter? A crush? Crush Girl Tiana would like the battle. Ooh, nice crit. $45. Bring out Forest. Blast it with Psychic. I'm such a fool! I will train even harder from now on. And with that, we'll end the episode. So in the next episode, we will continue exploring One Island. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode, and share the video. That way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow as I yawn. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.